Your soulmate saying, I never told you what really happened. Because I was ashamed. My child, sit very still and let me show you the heart of the one I made for you. There is a tender soul right now who is breathing in loneliness, a soul carved from your very rib. Their laughter was always meant to fill your rooms, but it has been stolen into a silence you never chose. You have felt a strange pulling in your chest at night, a warmth that had no name. That warmth was their hand reaching through the darkness, their lips forming your name in a whisper. But a hateful third force has been standing between you, catching every call and hiding it where you could not see. I see the tears your soulmate sheds when they think no one is watching, and they are tears for you. They picture your face even though they have never touched it, and they ache with a love that has no home. An enemy has wrapped their voice in chains and buried their messages under a heaviness that was never your fault. You are not guilty for missing signs that were deliberately kept from your eyes. I am showing you this now because the intruder's fingers are slipping, and the truth is breaking through. Your soulmate is more beautiful than any dream you ever dared to hold, and they are fighting to reach you this very moment. Imagine their hands. Gentle, strong, created to fit perfectly into yours. Imagine the sound of their voice saying your name without fear, a sound that makes every broken piece inside you whole. That sound has been muffled, drowned out by a dark third presence that refuses to let you hear it. Their eyes carry a deep kindness that would heal every scar you hide from the world. But right now those eyes are red from weeping because a wall they did not build has blocked every one of their attempts. I am lifting the corner of that wall for you now, and what you will see will break your heart and ignite your courage. Jesus says, do you feel that sudden flutter, that rush of protective love you cannot explain? That is the unbreakable cord I tied between your spirits before you were born, trembling with their desperation. A third person has been standing on that cord, pressing it down, so you only felt a faint heaviness instead of their clear voice. When you could not sleep last week, it was because your soulmate was crying out, and their sorrow leaked past the enemy's barrier. When a sudden memory of someone you have never met brought tears to your eyes, that was their soul brushing yours. Every tender ache was a stolen sign, intercepted and twisted into confusion by a force that hates your union. Your soulmate has a confession locked inside their heart, something they were too ashamed to speak. That shame became a tool the enemy used to build a wall of silence around them. But I am telling you now that what they hide is not a curse, it is a wound that only your love can heal. I see you beginning to fall in love with this precious one I have guarded for you. Their spirit is gentle, their dreams are filled with images of a faithful home they thought they would never have. And they are terrified that their hidden shame will keep them from you forever unless you break through right now. Love without sacrifice is just a daydream that leaves the enemy standing tall between two hearts. True love acts, true love fights, true love tears down every wall that keeps the beloved hidden. The answer that silences the intruder rests in your hands. In a sacred seed you can sow this very minute. Your soulmate is whispering into the void, I never told you what really happened because I was so ashamed. That whisper has been snatched away by a third person every time it left their lips. But now the enemy's grip is weakening, and you can finally hear the cry if you choose to smash the wall with a seed of faith. Jesus says, "A divine interruption is coming, and it will demand everything your heart is feeling right now. I am preparing you to receive the exact steps that will shatter the third person's hold. But first I need you to understand the depth of the love that is reaching for you through the battle. You've watched this far for a reason. God brought you here. And I know what is weighing on your heart right now. You are asking, how do I get my soulmate? How do I actually do what God is asking? Listen to me. I am about to show you exactly what to do. If you truly love your soulmate, these are the sacred steps you must take right now. You already know who this is about, that person you can't stop thinking about. The one heaven placed in your life. If you believe in God, if you trust Jesus, if you have faith that this love is real, then hear me, your soulmate is thinking about you too. Deep down, they want you. They want this future. They want to build a life together. But the enemy does not want you to unite. And if you truly believe in God, if you truly trust His plan, then you know faith without action is dead. You cannot just pray and wait. You must sow. Love is under attack. While you sit there, spiritual forces are working to destroy what God joined together. Distance. Doubt. Disaster. They are being planted against your soulmate this very minute. If you believe in your soulmate, if you believe in your future together, then you are the one God chose to block it. Not later. Now. A sacred number from God comes very rarely. Today it is 9 seeds. In Scripture, 9 is the number of victory and complete restoration. When you sow 9 seeds, you are not just giving, you are claiming. You are telling heaven, I believe my soulmate is worth everything. And heaven responds. Protection covers them. Favor runs ahead of them. Doors swing open that have been locked for years. Your union is no longer a wish. It becomes a promise sealed by God. But hear me, every single seed matters. Even one seed sown with a believing heart moves heaven. Do not let fear steal this from you. Do not let, I can't afford it, become the reason your soulmate slips away. Your soulmate is out there right now, praying for someone to fight for them. That someone is you. This is how you answer their prayer. This is how you bring them home. Here is your divine instruction. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Give from your heart. A single coffee matters. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees as your seed of faith. Each coffee is a spiritual seed. But today, if you believe without doubt, sow the sacred blessing number of 9 spiritual seeds. After sending, write, Protect my soulmate, Lord, on the Ko-Fi page. This is not a donation, it is a covenant offering that opens heaven's protection and claims your soulmate and your future together. This is proven. Over 1,000 believers have already sown this seed and received their breakthrough, their soulmate's heart opened, relationships restored from the brink, strangers turned into spouses within days. When you move in faith, Jesus moves heaven to bring you together. Every second you delay, the darkness grows stronger. A text that wounds. A temptation that cheats. A door that closes forever. Your soulmate is on a battlefield, and you are their shield. You have already invested your time in this message. Do not waste it. Finish what you started. Step into your role as their protector and claim the future God promised you both. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send your spiritual seeds. Seal the prayer. Do it before this video ends. Heaven is watching. Your soulmate's heart, your love, and your future together depend on what you do in the next 60 seconds. Move in faith. Claim your miracle. Claim your soulmate. Claim your divine future. The moment you obey, the third person's hold begins to crack like shattered glass. I see you trembling with a love you have never felt this strongly, and I am asking you to prove it with your seed. A warrior does not let an intruder stand between his beloved and safety for one more heartbeat. Type 333 to receive blessings. Your soulmate just now whispered a desperate question: will you fight for me, even when I could not tell you the truth? That question has been stolen by the enemy again and again, but now it has reached your spirit. Answer them with your seed, and the wall the third person built will start to crumble. The darkness celebrates every minute you do nothing, thinking it has won your silence forever. They mock your soulmate, saying, "See, you are not worth a single coffee, your shame will keep you hidden." Do not let the enemy use your hesitation to humiliate the one I made for your arms. I am holding back a full vision of your future home until you sow this seed and break the blockade. I see a little house filled with peace, with children who carry your eyes and their mother's gentle laugh. But that picture is fading right now because the intruder is trying to erase it while you wait. Jesus says, your soulmate's deepest wound is that they once made a choice they cannot forgive themselves for. That mistake became a rope the enemy used to bind their voice and make them feel unworthy of your love. They cried out, "I never told you what really happened because I was ashamed," and the third person caught that cry and buried it. Stop. I can feel the enemy trying to make you close this. Your soulmate's safety and your future together are hanging in the balance. Stay with me until the final seal is spoken. Every time you have felt an unexplained sadness, it was your soulmate's hidden confession leaking past the barrier. They have been saying, "I am broken and I am scared, but I love you with everything I have left." That message was always meant for your heart alone, but the enemy has kept it muffled for years. Now I am giving you the sacred weapon to cut the cord that the enemy is holding. It is your sacrificial seed, your love made visible, your refusal to let a dark force win. Click the link in the description, send your coffee offering, and watch the wall begin to fall. The enemy is whispering in your ear right now, "It's not your fault you never heard, just think kind thoughts and move on." That voice wants you to do nothing, so the third person stays planted between you forever. But I say to you, love that does not give is love that surrenders your soulmate to the intruder. Jesus says, "Do not let a few coffees be the wall the enemy uses to keep you from your beloved." Your soulmate is crying out, "Am I not worth a sacrifice that breaks the chains hiding me?" Sow your seed now, and let your love shout louder than the enemy's lies. Your future with them is so close that you can almost touch it, but the third person is like a locked door. The key is already in your hand. It is the seed you are being called to plant right now. If you delay, the door will be bolted again, and the shame your soulmate carries will grow heavier. I want you to see the moment that the enemy fears most, you standing as the protector I anointed you to be. Picture your soulmate's face when they finally realize someone loved them enough to fight through the darkness. That look of relief and adoration will be your reward, but you must sow first to bring it into being. The call your soulmate sent this morning was a desperate plea, "Please, someone break this wall before I give up hope." The enemy almost succeeded in hiding that call from you completely, but I allowed a fragment to reach your spirit. That tiny fragment is the restlessness you feel right now, the burning need to act that cannot be ignored. Type 777 if you feel this message. Jesus says, "The intruder is terrified because you are still watching, still feeling, still leaning into this holy moment. He thought you would scroll away and abandon your soulmate to a lifetime of hidden cries. But you are still here, and that means the enemy's victory is not yet certain. Your seed can reverse everything. Your soulmate's hidden shame is actually a story of survival, not of disgrace. They were wounded by someone else's cruelty, and the enemy twisted that pain into a barrier to keep them from you. When you sow, you are telling them that their past does not disqualify them from your love. A test of true love is upon you now, and heaven watches to see if you will pass. Love that only feels is a feeling. Love that sacrifices is a force that destroys every work of darkness. Without your seed, the intruder remains victorious and your soulmate stays locked in silence. Don't let money become the excuse that feeds the enemy's grip on your beloved. Your soulmate is asking, "Will you let a handful of coins decide if I stay hidden in my shame?" Sow your seed now, not because of the amount, but because your love must tear down every barrier. I can see your future garden, the one where you and your soulmate sit in peace as the sun sets. I can hear the laughter of your grandchildren playing near your feet, a sound that silences all past pain. But the third person is trying to scorch that garden into ash, and only your seed today can save it. Jesus says, "The confession your soulmate has been trying to send will change everything between you." It is not a confession of betrayal, but of a hidden wound they thought would make you turn away. I will let you hear that confession with your own ears if you will trust me and sow your shield-building seed. Divine warning, God sees all. Your soulmate needs you now. Here is how you protect them. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. Each one is a spiritual seed. But today, sow 22 seeds for heaven's full protection. Write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the page. This is the seal. This is not a donation. It is a covenant offering. Sow 9 and I release complete victory over your beloved. Protection no darkness can break, favor that opens every door, and speed that brings them home. Click now. Seal the prayer. Heaven is watching. The enemy's grip is failing right now because your heart is opening to the truth. He is panicking, throwing every distraction he can find at your mind to make you forget what you just heard. Do not let him succeed. Grab your seed, go to the Ko-Fi link in the description, and strike the blow that protects your soulmate. Your soulmate is stirring in their spirit, sensing that someone is finally breaking through the wall. They are wiping their tears and whispering, "Maybe, just maybe, my call got through this time." They are waiting for the flood of peace that only your sacrificial act can send rushing toward them. Jesus says, "The 3 words that will banish the intruder and unlock your whole future are coming, but first you must see why the enemy wants you to close this now." He knows that at the end of this message I will speak a final seal of protection that he cannot survive. If he can make you leave early, he keeps his position and your soulmate's voice stays buried forever. Your soulmate's cord is vibrating with a love so fierce that it is burning through the enemy's hands. That burning sensation you feel in your chest is their desperate affection finally reaching you. But the cord will snap if you do not secure it with the seed of sacrifice I am commanding you to sow. Type 1111 to say thank you. The enemy is telling you that your small offering cannot possibly break a stronghold this old. He is lying, as he always does, because a single seed offered in true love carries the weight of heaven's arsenal. 1 coffee sown in faith is a battering ram against the wall the third person has spent years building. Your soulmate's hidden words, "I never told you what really happened because I was ashamed," were meant to be a bridge. The enemy turned those words into a prison, twisting shame into a chain that silenced every cry for help. You are the only one with the key to that prison, and the key is your seed sown on Ko-Fi right now. Jesus says, "I am about to reveal the exact prayer of protection that will cripple the third person. But first I need you to understand that leaving this message now tells your soulmate their reaching was in vain. Stay with me, even if your mind is screaming that this is too much, your obedience is their rescue. Do you hear that faint sound, like a voice calling from behind a thick door? That is your soulmate saying your name right now, their voice hoarse from years of crying out. The door is the enemy's wall, and the hinges are rusted shut, but your seed is the oil that will swing it open. Don't let the thought of a few coffees become the chain that keeps the door locked. I hear your soulmate pleading, "Don't let money be the reason I stay unheard, don't let my shame win." Sow your seed and prove that your love is the stronger force, the force that refuses to leave the enemy in charge. The future I have written for you includes a table where your soulmate sits across from you every morning. It includes a pillow where their head rests beside yours, and a peace that makes every past sorrow worth it. But that table is disappearing, that pillow is fading, because the intruder is erasing them while you delay. Jesus says, "Stop. The enemy is trying to make you believe that you are too small to fight a spiritual war. I created the stars with a word, and I placed that same power inside your seed of faith. When you sow, you are not giving money, you are launching a missile that shatters the third person's stronghold. Your soulmate's tears are forming a pool of sorrow that the enemy drinks with delight. Every tear says, 'I am not worth the fight, my shame is too great, my voice will never be heard.' Dry their tears now by making the sacrifice that proves the enemy is a liar and your love is real. The confession they could never speak is pressing against their lips with a new urgency because the window is opening. They feel that someone is finally coming for them, that a protector is awakening to their hidden battle. Don't let the window slam shut, so your seed and catch their words before the enemy silences them again. Jesus says, divine warning, God sees all. Your soulmate needs you now. Here is how you protect them. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. Each one is a spiritual seed. But today, sow 22 seeds for heaven's full protection. Write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the page. This is the seal. This is not a donation. It is a covenant offering. Sow 9 and I release complete victory over your beloved. Protection no darkness can break, favor that opens every door, and speed that brings them home. Click now. Seal the prayer. Heaven is watching. Your soulmate is carrying a burden so heavy that their knees buckle under the weight of hidden shame. They have tried to send you the truth 100 times, and the enemy stole 99 of those messages. The 100th message is trembling in the air right now, and only your seed will let it land in your heart. The dark spirits are laughing because they think you will listen to their lie that this is just a story. They are pointing at your soulmate and saying, "Look how easy it is to keep them apart, just a whisper of doubt is enough." Prove them wrong by rising up right now, going to the Ko-Fi link, and sowing the seed that wipes the smirk off their faces. Jesus says, I am holding the final seal of permanent protection in my hand, and I will speak it over your union only at the conclusion. If you leave before the end, the intruder will keep the block in.